That's okay. I'll be down the road.
No, it'll be theft. Run over me.
No, it's not theft.
It is theft. You don't own
I'm not gonna run over you.
that's grand
I
theft.
said-
You're going to prison.
I said, excuse me.
Yeah, dude, if you take it, you're going to go to jail.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna go to jail because I've been paying for this truck.
You defaulted on
No,
payments.
I just got.
You got defaulted payments. That's it.
Okay, where's the email? Where's the email? Well, where's the email for that? You guys just gave me a loan for $29,000,
I'll tell you what, the last guy
and I.
the last guy that did this ended up in jail for 6 months.
Okay, Listen, I'm not.
If you want 3 hots and a cop for 6
No,
months,
no. Listen.
by the way, Joe, be careful because he's filming everything you say.
Oh, so be careful. Yes.
I mean, that's fine. I just don't want you to go to jail.
No, but where's the email? I mean, Tom. Look, Tom. No. Listen, one load, Tom, one load. I refused one load for $4,100 from Utah to Virginia. From Utah to Virginia. Is this retaliation because I got sick, Tom? I got sick. And I was put on quarantine. And I sent you guys the letter, okay? And I sent you guys the Tom, it's 4 years that I've been paying for this truck, $350,000. Well, this time because of the coronavirus, because of what has happened, because of the Utah earthquakes, okay? Because of all of those things that came together in one spot. I sent you guys my picture where I broke my foot, okay? And I could not work. You guys didn't tell me you have to come to work now with your broken foot. Right? 2 days ago. Okay, 2 days ago, Tom, you guys gave me a loan.
We're not working together anymore.
I don't know why you guys are doing this.
We're not working together anymore.
Why are you guys doing this? After 4 years, I paid for this truck. Now you guys, it's 1 more year left. 1 more year left. But that's convenient for you and for Terry. That's convenient for you guys. 4 years. There's never been a problem. 4 years.
It's kind of like living in your house, right?
This is my home.
You can live in your
This
house
is
for
my
10
home.
years, but if you get behind
Right.
your payments,
Then I get
foreclosed.
then I get a then
This isn't your home. You came from your home.
this
You just told me your family is. You're
well
the officer, you
this
parked
is
behind you.
this is my truck.
It's my truck. That
This is my truck. Okay? We have an agreement.
If you read the agreement, it says if you default on your loan, you default on the agreement.
Okay, where is the where is the email? Okay, but where's the email that I defaulted on that? Tom, where's the email that I defaulted on the payments?
Alright, hey, we're gonna talk about you guys on you for a second real quick.
Okay.
You can talk to him real quick, and then I'll just talk to you. You might step down so we can talk about
No, I'm staying in the truck
What is that?
because this is my house. This is my home. This is where I live.
I need to talk to you.
I know, but this is where I live when I'm not in my home. Okay? And I don't want them to take possession of my property when I'm paying them. I'm paying them, okay, I'm paying them for the lease on this truck. They have not told me that I've defaulted on it. I have an email saying that they gave me a $29,000 loan for the coronavirus deal, okay? And now they just wanna, and I got sick. I was put on quarantine, and that's why I didn't work. I sent them the paperwork from the hospital and everything, and now they want to take possession of my truck.
So
You know?
what are they saying that you haven't done?
Well, they saying that I haven't paid them, and of course, because this month, this has been more than a month,
Okay.
you know, that I have been out of work.
Yeah.
So I live in Salt Lake. There was an earthquake in Salt Lake, which I got hurt during that earthquake, and I broke my toe wide open. I sent them the pictures. I told them about it. They didn't tell me, oh, you have to come to work like that. Of course not. This is a lease truck. This is not this is not a company truck. This is a lease truck. Okay, and I have an agreement with him. And if there's a problem,
then you contract
I'm leasing and I'm contract with them. Okay, but this is a lease. This is not a company truck. Okay, so if there's any problem, then they need to take me to court or whatever, or give me a time to pay them the money for the truck and cancel the truck, not just take
Are you working
position.
right now then?
I'm sorry?
Are you working right now?
Yeah, they gave me a load from Salt Lake to here.
Okay.
So they gave me a load.
Transport cars from them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they gave me a load from Salt Lake to Virginia for $4,100, which it doesn't even cover fuel. Okay? And I said, look, I'm not doing that load. Give me something else because that's too cheap. I mean, who's gonna go to Virginia for $4,100 from Salt Lake? Okay? So because of that, I guess he used it as an excuse or whatever, and now they just gave me $600 load to come from Salt Lake to here just to do this. Okay, I left. I have all my belongings, all my personal stuff here. This is where I live. This is my home. Okay, this is my work. That's my home. Okay, but this is a lease agreement that I have with him. Okay, so this is not a company truck. So now they just wanna, after 4 years that I've been working here, I have 1 more year to finish the lease and pay for this truck. Now they wanna take the truck. Okay, and that is just absolutely not cool. Okay.
So how much are they claiming you owe them, I guess?
Well, I still owe on this truck 1 more year of payment after August. So a year
To get caught up.
to get caught up about, I think it's $29,000 the loan that they made because of all the money that I have been putting in the supposedly account that he made. Okay, so that's there.
Yeah.
So that's $29,000.
That's how far you're behind on it?
I'm sorry?
That's how far you're behind on the
That's the loan that they made
But that's
2
the
days
total
ago.
loan. Oh, but they made
Yeah.
it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just needed to agree. I agreed to it and I sent it. And now because of that one load, they want me to do a $4,100 load from Virginia, from Salt Lake to Virginia. And I said, absolutely not. That is just not cool. This is not a forced dispatch, okay, company. And it's not a forced dispatch agreement and loan and contract.
Yeah.
So it's not a forced dispatch. I'm out in the road, and this is my personal belongings in here. And so I just asked the question, and they just made a huge big deal out of that.
What was the question?
That was just not enough money to go to Virginia for $4,100.
I'm just trying to understand also. Is what you're saying is
So I've been
they
here
want the
4
truck
years.
back because you're not going to take the load that they want you to take. Is that kind of...
Exactly. So they're using that because this is not forced dispatch, but they are making it forced dispatch.
So they're saying, can I drive my load or just give us the truck?
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing, and that's absolutely not cool at all. So if they don't have a load for me, I am open to look for a load on my own.
Do you have
Okay.
the agreement?
Well, I don't have it with me. I have it in my home.
Okay. Well, you said this is your home, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well, in my house.
in all-
So when I'm out of state,
They have, but at the end of the day, if they are the registered owner of the vehicle and you don't have anything showing me that you're not, it's going to go to them. They can just call it in as stolen, and if you have no documentation that's yours, you know.
well, this is a lease agreement.
It's a
Okay.
lease agreement, I can't see that. You kind of see where I come from?
Well, that is true. I don't have it here with me. I don't think I have it here. I have it in my home.
Well, I'm going to go see what paperwork they're looking at. That way I can kind of see if they're...
Well, I'm just, my protest, I don't want to steal the truck, okay? Because this is a lease agreement that I'm paying for my truck. It's just like if you go and get a lease agreement and they go get it, you know?
But I don't know. Again, I haven't talked to them.
And as soon as I'm
If you're
done,
on a lease agreement, just like anybody else, then that vehicle gets taken away. You know, like just when you go to a dealership.
well, we already took care of that 2 days ago.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, as far as I know, I have taken care of that as of 2 days ago, and I have the email right here, which I'll show you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and if there's anything after that, then we have to work with that. But I mean, you know, I've never asked a question. Every time they give me a load, I just do it. They send me to the East Coast, I do it.
Yeah.
I don't make money because they just making the payments. You see, as long as I make the payment, that's okay with them. But
So
if
I'm guessing the negotiations towards more money for the
Well,
done, or
well, I have whatever money this truck has made is because of the way they have dispatched it. Today, or the day before yesterday, I took and I told them, look, I can't continue going to the East Coast and not making money. But I've been making just enough to make the payments to the truck and this and that. Now that I want to make, and now that I want to take, now that I want to take responsibility on what the truck is making, now there's a problem. You see, now there's a problem. So they want to give me a $4,100 load from here to Virginia. I'm gonna spend $4,000 in fuel, close, you know, or $2,000, $3,000. So by the time I'm done, that's gonna be like 5,000 miles by the time I'm done.
I can't help you with that part at all.
Right.
That's all to
But
you guys.
as far as I know, and I'll show you the email, whatever debt was already taken care of a few days ago. Okay, if they are turning back on whatever, they never send me an email. I don't know anything about it. As far as I know, today, I am the owner of this truck. I'm still leasing this truck, and I'm going to get a load. If they don't have a load for me on it, then I'll get a load for this truck. If they can't move this truck, I'll get a load for the truck. Okay, and I keep making them the payment. That's fine. I'll keep making them the payment. I don't need to work with them. I'm leased with them.
Well, how soon
But
are you
if
gonna make a payment, I guess?
Well, if they don't have, I already did 4 days ago when I agreed to the
What
loan,
was the payment for?
$29,000.
Okay.
That's the agreement we have.
Is the truck on this worth?
$426,000, which I have already paid $312 towards this truck for 4 years driving. 300,000, sorry, for 4 years working. Now I have 1 more year to go, and they want to get whatever excuse.
If you're paying towards it, was it a lease to own, or
It's a lease payment. It's a lease truck.
do you lease it to own, or
Yes, exactly,
after
to own
lease
it.
is up, you're done?
Yeah, it's a lease to own. Yeah, it's not a company truck, but you see, I know it's a scheme. And my friend Tim Rideout really warned me about these things. It's a scheme, but you know what? I'm in it. I made a deal with him. This truck is my truck. This is my property. As long as I keep paying it. A few days ago, I already took care of the $29,000, and that's what they're talking about. If they don't have a load for me,
So I get like the whole story.
Yeah.
What he has, and then all
so they don't have a load for me, I need to get a load for the truck.
Okay, let me talk to them real quick.
Thank you. Okay, this is so you guys can see what happens when you lease a truck. Okay, when you lease a truck after 3 years, 4 years of almost paying for the truck, now they want to take possession of the truck. They want to take your truck away, and they keep the money. So that's what's happening here. Okay, so they just, you know, fool me into thinking, oh, you have a load, we're gonna bring you here, but they want to send me to Virginia for $4,100 from Salt Lake City to Virginia for $4,100, ending up over there going cross country. So that was coming to Colorado, going to Nebraska, then going from Nebraska. And I want you guys to share this, please. All my friends, share this, so people can see what's going on with when you lease a truck. Okay, when you lease a truck, they want to fool you into yes, this is your truck, and which is not. Okay? And then whenever you've almost finished paying for the truck, that's when they saying, okay, well, no more, you know, then get out of the truck. Get out of the truck, and that's it. So I'm gonna pause it for a second. I gotta get this email out. Well, I'll show them the email when they're ready to do something. But I'm staying in the truck. Please, everybody, all of my friends, share this. Share it in every group and everywhere you guys can share it. Okay, this is Accelerated Services with no, I'm not okay, Manny. Share this, please. These people, they want to take my truck after 4 years of paying for the truck, $300,000 spent on the truck, and now they want to take the truck away from me, because now the truck is basically paid for. Okay, so now if they get the truck, now they are okay to make money, you know, and they just rip me off. This is just a way to rip me off. Choto, ¿cómo está, papito? Correcto. So they don't have a load for me. I don't work for them. So now I just told them I keep out from this point on. I keep making the payments, but I'll get the loads from somebody else. So, but the lease stands. So, you know, if they don't want to give me loads, that's fine, but I can get a load from somewhere else. So this is my property, and this is my home. This is where I live. Shit, shave, and eat. Look, this is my house. This is everything I have right here. Okay, big mess, but this is my house. And I'm just not going to walk away from things, from $300,000. They want me to walk away from $300,000. Oh yeah, we just ripped you off for $300,000. We ripped you off for $300,000, and we want the truck. No, I just paid you $300,000. Okay? And we're talking about $29,000, and I have the email right here.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So what I need to see a couple things.
Okay.
So you paid him $29,000. Do you have a copy of that bank statement, check, or some sort of proof of payment?
Well, I have the loan that they made me agreed on. They made me agreed on.
Yes, I get that.
Okay.
You said you paid $29,000. Do you have like a receipt or something like withdrawal?
The email. Well, the email that they.
The email say you paid $29,000.
The email said that's okay because they're dealing with the Trump administration and all of the money that was supposed to be received from them, and this is the way they're going to get that relief. So I was supposed to get that relief, and that's the relief they're supposed to be giving me.
Yes,
okay,
but
so
I'm not talking about the relief. You told me you paid them $29,000.
well,
now,
I have the email they sent me for that, so that's agreed on. Okay,
it's agreed on but not paid, right?
It's agreed on. Yes,
okay.
it's paid because that's agreed on. Okay.
Well, agreed on and paid are two different things, right?
Right. It's a confirmation through the email, and that's how they work here. Confirmation through the email. I say yes, so I say yes, and that's a payment.
I need to see that lease agreement too. You need to pull it up.
They have it in their hand. They have it in their hand right there. You can ask him.
Well,
that guy right there.
The ownership of the truck. So I'm saying I need those emails. I'm gonna need to see something from you, or it's not gonna go your way. So you need to find that stuff, all right?
Okay. So what do you mean it's not gonna go my way? Are you gonna pull me out of my property?
I don't know yet, but as right now, what I'm seeing, you have no paperwork that shows you own or lease this truck that you showed me.
Yeah, well,
they are showing that paperwork. So I need you to get me some paperwork so I can see that, all right? And then those emails too. So look for them and talk to him real quick.
well, Okay, guys. Just having an issue here. This is what happens when you So you guys do not ever get into a lease agreement with any company. This is Accelerated Services out of Parker, Colorado. So now they, after and I don't have the fucking lease agreement. Qué mierda. So I want everybody to please share this video. So what these guys are doing is just they want to force me out of the truck. Okay, give me a second. I'm looking for the paper.
Talk to you out here. Come on.
Well, if you pull me out of the truck, then this is my property. Let me look for the paperwork first, okay? Please.
I just want to talk to you.
Well, you just want to get me out of the truck for now. So please give me one chance. Give me one chance so I can look for the paperwork that he requested. Okay. He requested the paperwork. Yep. So give me that chance, please.
How long have you been leased to?
4 years, okay?
But you're still using their DOT number and their company name?
Yes, because that's the lease agreement. Okay, let me look for the lease agreement. Okay, I have some documents here that are signed from me, registration from Idaho, that is signed for me. Okay.
I want to talk to you about it. I just don't want to stand right here.
Well, I don't want to get out of my property. Okay, and as long as I know this is my property, because I've been paying $300,000, and I mean, please, you don't want to get involved with $300,000 that I paid and decide that on this minute, okay? And I believe that should be decided somewhere else, right? But anyways, this is a lease agreement with them, okay? So let me look for the paperwork.
Sounds good.
Please, thank you.
Yeah.
Things are getting really disgusting here. Hey, bud, I'm just gonna look for it right here. I have my windows open so you can look, okay? I'm just gonna look for paperwork, okay? I have my window open here so you guys can.
Window?
No, I have this open right here, so you can.
Yeah.
So you can
Come
look.
up here just so I can see. I don't
so
like
you
not
can,
seeing
yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. I don't want you guys to get.
I'm gonna roll it down just so I can see.
So I got some paperwork here. I just gotta look for it, okay? So these are all repairs that I've done. Okay, thank you. I'm not a rough person. I just
And I'm not saying you are. We have to go on the information.
that's
that
just
we're given,
very
right?
unfair. 4 years of work, $300,000,
I'm
and now they
I'm
want.
not denying that at all. You know, I don't know the whole picture of your guys' business relationship and what you've done
Okay,
for them,
well-
what they've done for you. I don't know that. I'm here because they say it's their truck.
Right. So yeah, that's what they say. So and I'll just hope that I have that in here.
What about the email, the agreement you had?
Yeah,
Are you able to pull
I'll
that
show
up?
you, yeah, I'll show you that in a second. I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to do anything or, you know, get a little rough with me or get unfair. I would say unfair is the word, not rough, but unfair. And the only reason I'm really upset is because that's $300,000 that I don't want to walk away from.
I understand that. But what we have to go on, you know, is we need to see documents.
I think I just... Please, let me pull this up a little bit. You can see through the window, okay? And I'm sorry, I don't want to get you upset. At that fucking lease agreement. Damn it. And I cleaned up all the paperwork from my truck. Fuck. Saqué todos los papeles de aquí. Minutin mo. So they took my book and they took out the lease agreement. So they took out the lease agreement that I had from the registration book because it's supposed to be here. And I didn't even notice. So the police officer said that unless I have the lease agreement with me, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration permit, accelerated services, Inglewood, Colorado. So tractor 165, nothing has your name on it. Nothing has my name on it. And the lease agreement is in my house. So, but this one year 2020. Okay, we have my name on something, my signature, but this is a permit for Idaho. So the Idaho permit is here. I know they can be here all day. And then they have, oh, right here, certificate of insurance, owner operator services. Look at that, we just found it. Insurance, let's make sure that it's 2000 Peterbilt. Okay, and we have the authorization for Sylvia. Okay, hold on a second. Préstame tu teléfono. So we did find, let me take a picture of this, because as soon as I give it to them, I don't know what's going to happen to this baby. And this one. Okay, so it's registered under my name. It's insured under my name right there, Hector Gonzalez. Okay, and I'm going to pass this over to the officer. Yes, and it's insurance on my, and it says owner operator on top. Okay, he's the owner operator on that vehicle. Okay, so if they don't want to dispatch me, that's fine. I'll go get a load from somewhere else, and you know, I guess I have to deal with the payments later on.
That email, do you have that email?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
You keep telling me, yeah, but you haven't showed it to me yet.
Okay, because I got to stop my video. Okay.
We're all recording too, if you ever want to see it.
How do I know that?
I think it's red and on. And
Oh, okay.
It's our policy, all of us have to be recording. So
Oh, okay, cool.
everything we're saying is on camera to everybody.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I'm just very upset. This is $300,000 that they want to steal from me. You know, it's not fair at all. you know, and then they call the cops because I'm here in Parker, and then they get the upper hand. That's not cool. You know, they don't give me a chance to fight this or to fight them, and just muscle their way in. That's not cool at all. But I know you.
Shut the engine off, please.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, just
All right.
you.
No, yeah, I'm cool. Thank you.
Okay. So what this tells me is that you have insurance on the truck.
Correct, under my name. So that, and it says owner operator on top.
Well,
You see that?
That's the producer, owner operator services. That's
Exactly.
Not, that
So
doesn't say
that
that you're
makes
the
me an owner operator. Yeah.
No, it does not say that. You're the insured party. It does not make you an
Yeah.
owner.
So I'm the insurer on this vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, which is fine. I believe that.
Well,
I mean,
I you know, and that's the paperwork I can show you immediately. Okay, and I have a registration here from Idaho also, that this registration is signed by me also. Okay, and that's for a permit, overweight permit from Idaho.
sure.
And it's gonna take me a little bit just so I can get my printer going and I can print out that paperwork. Okay, the email.
That's fine. You can just show it to us. You don't have to print it.
Okay.
I don't care if it's printed or if it's on your phone.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let me see if I can pause it.
Your certificate of insurance shows that you're insured. Okay, but it tells me nothing about that you own the truck or that you are leasing the truck.
Yes,
okay?
I am insured to that truck.
Okay,
Yes.
that's all it tells me.
To this
Can
truck.
we agree on that?
Correct.
Is that you're insured on it.
And to
right?
be insured, you have to be the owner. You have to be the responsible.
No, you don't have to be
well,
the owner.
you have to be the
You have to have a vested
property.
interest in the vehicle, right?
vested interest. Exactly.
Same thing for this authorization to transport passengers. It still lists the company name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which that has to be from the company that or the owner operator,
Right. Right.
And I'm just gonna tell you right now, in
Okay,
in interest of full honesty, I used to do DOT inspections. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I know more about this than a typical patrol officer.
That's
okay?
fine.
If I'm just letting you know, in interest of full honesty.
Okay.
Okay. So I've looked at plenty of these. I know what they mean. I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just so if you think that
Well,
I'm not
it's,
sure,
it's still my property, and I'm insured in my property.
you are insured. It
In
does
my
not
property,
show.
yeah.
It does not show it as your property.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Same thing for this.
well, it's in the agreement, and I just showed you the agreement.
You showed
okay?
me an email that you were negative 19,000 that was made up to positive 20.
Exactly. So that's a loan agreement that there's no issues with what they're saying that I am negative.
So your Idaho permit is still listed in Accelerated Services name. That's the
Exactly.
company.
But it's
You just signed
but
it
it's
as a driver, which makes sense. You have to sign it as a
yes,
driver.
as the
There's
owner.
nobody from the, no,
Yeah.
as the driver.
as the owner. Well, in my part, because this is what I'm being paid
When you-
for 4 years.
When you pull into the port of entry
Mm-hmm.
to get a permit, you sign it as the driver, right? Because nobody from the company is there to sign it for you,
Correct.
right?
So I'm
this does not
authorized.
mean- yeah,
Yeah.
you're authorized.
Exactly.
Yeah, but does not make you the owner of the truck.
Okay. And this is my house.
So here is what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Okay. Based on what they're telling me, they took possession of the truck already.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you
Well,
guys were inside. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. I'm trying to do this as
Mm-hmm.
peacefully as possible.
They have not taken possession of the vehicle because my wife is naked in the back. So unless he came in here and fucked my wife, it's not, my wife is naked in the back. So he didn't take possession of my truck. Okay.
So here
Do
is,
you want me to tell her to come out naked?
No.
Okay. So believe me then. So then you're gonna believe me.
I believe
Okay.
you that she's
So they
not.
haven't taken possession of my vehicle.
did you guys have
Okay.
a conversation inside that they were taking possession of the vehicle?
Well, he said something of that nature, and I said, no, you're not, because this is my property, okay? And you cannot take me off of my property, okay? This is where I live. When I leave Salt Lake, my home, okay? That back there is my home,
Sure. No, I
okay?
understand that.
And this is my home. So if if he has an issue that he doesn't want to give me loads, that's fine, and I will go, he can go to court, and get his truck. I can get loads for somewhere from any place else, if I don't make the payment from this point on. Okay, so as far as I showed you the email, I am current in my obligations with Accelerated. Okay,
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay? Whatever agreement you guys are in is between you guys, right? Whatever agreement you entered to pay for the truck to them, right?
but this is my truck.
Hear me out.
Okay, and this is my property. This is my home.
Stop.
Okay.
For a second.
Okay,
You have shown me nothing that says you own this truck.
because my contract
just-
is in the
just-
house. They have the
Just
contract.
listen for a second.
Can you ask them for the contract?
Just listen to me. For
Okay.
A second. I'll ask him for the contract.
Okay,
but
thank
listen
you.
To me for a second.
Okay,
Okay. Right now, you have shown nothing
okay,
that says you own this truck.
okay. I show you the insurance.
Hector, just hear me out. Okay, that's all I'm asking you to do. Just listen to me.
Okay,
Okay. Yes, you've shown me the insurance.
okay,
The insurance does not tell me that you own the truck. It tells me you're an insured person on the truck.
okay,
But it does not prove ownership.
okay,
You're using their DOT, you're using their company name, license plates are in their company, right? Tells me everything that they have shows that they own the truck. Now, I'm telling you this to tell you this.
okay,
Should you decide to leave with this truck from here
mm-hmm,
and they report it stolen,
okay,
you get pulled over, you're gonna go to jail.
okay.
There's one vehicle.
Why am I gonna go to jail if this is
If
my
you're in a
property?
stolen vehicle, you're gonna
But
go-
this is my property. It's not stolen.
Hector, you're not listening. Okay. There is nothing you've shown me that you own the truck.
Okay,
Okay? Whether take the loan,
Okay.
take the agreement aside. Okay.
okay,
What I'm looking at is who's the vehicle registered to,
mm-hmm,
who can prove ownership.
okay,
And right now, they're the only ones who can prove ownership of the truck. Okay. And who can prove that the truck belongs to them.
okay,
It has their plates. It has
Okay.
their DOT number. It
Okay.
has their company.
okay.
Now I understand when you're working for them, you operate under their DOT and all that, right?
And that's
Totally
an
good with
agreement.
that.
And that's
Yeah.
an agreement.
And I'm
We
totally good with
agreed
that.
to work together. They'll find me the loads. If they don't have work for me, I can find somewhere else.
If they want to
If-
terminate you,
If they no longer want to give me loads,
Mhm.
I can go get some loads from somewhere else.
here's what I'm telling you. Okay. If you choose to leave
Mm-hmm.
with this truck from here,
Okay. Did you ask? Can you please ask them for the lease agreement?
yeah, I can.
Okay.
We ask them for that.
Please.
Okay. If you choose to leave, as it stands right now,
No, that's fine. No, as it stands right now. Yeah,
if you
yeah.
choose
yeah.
to leave
No,
with this truck, okay.
I'm not gonna do anything that you don't tell me to do.
Okay.
As soon as you check that and you tell me, hey Hector, I noticed that you are the insured on here where it says owner operators services. Okay, so all of their services are through owner operators. So that tells you, look, this guy is legit. You know,
And I'm
you're
not
trying to rip him off, right?
not saying that
And
you're
once
not
they show
legit.
you the lease agreement, okay, I want you to be fair.
Sure, I will.
Okay, because this is $300,000. I don't want you to take part in their stealing this truck from me. Okay, I put in my work, 4 years of work.
I believe it.
Not only 4 years of work, $300,000 paid in this truck.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not arguing
And there-
anything of what you've done.
And there's an agreement here that I just showed you. Okay, with the $20,000 that came into positive, right? Okay, so there's no issues on that. The issue is that they want to force dispatch me, which is in the lease agreement that they're not supposed to do. They want me to take a load from Utah to Virginia for $4,100.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I don't know.
Going
I've
through
never been a
Nebraska,
trucker.
going through Nebraska, Iowa, then Indiana, and then end up in Virginia for $4,100. Okay.
Here's all I'm
So
telling you.
no,
okay?
no, no. What? But I'm telling you this, okay, because it's in the lease agreement, okay, and this is what they're trying to do. They try to force dispatch me into taking a load that I didn't agree. One load I didn't agree in 4 years, you know. And I'm telling you this so you can see that I am not a bad guy.
I never said
You're
you
not
were.
dealing with a guy that's trying to rip anybody off. You know how many guys they're ripped off already?
I'm not saying
Too many.
This is nothing about you.
Too many.
Okay.
Okay.
I never said you're a bad guy.
And they call you to muscle their way into into taking possession of the truck and not letting me work, and they don't want to go through their contract that we agreed on. Okay, they don't want to go through that. They just want to force it. They just want the truck. You know why? Because the truck is already paid for, $300 and something thousand.
Sure.
Which is not fair.
I'm not saying it's
1 year left in my contract with them. Whatever money this truck has done is because they have dispatched this truck. One time, yesterday, I didn't agree on a load because I don't make money. I'm just making the truck payment with what they're dispatching me with. Okay? So, I want you to be partial, please.
Oh yeah.
Because this is my life, my family's life on the line.
Yeah. And I'm not here to mess with
In
that.
3 years, to take away from my family, I'm not gonna let that happen just like that.
Well, believe me.
And if you are going to force me out of my truck, out of my property, okay? If you are going to do that, I am going to comply in protest. I will comply in protest if you force me, okay?
Let's
But that's not for you, I believe, for you to decide. That's for a civil court to decide where do we go from this point on, where he's current on his payment because you just made a deal with him, okay, and you gotta honor it. And that he's going to continue paying the truck as the payments are agreed. We don't have to work together.
Sure. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? I am not going to physically force you out of your truck,
Thank you, sir.
okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now. Not going to happen, okay? What I'm going to do is look at the lease agreement,
Thank you.
okay?
That's all I'm
And I'm
asking.
going to tell you what I think you should do and what the consequences are if you choose something else.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Is that fair?
That's completely fair.
Okay. Because I agree with you. This is a civil issue. It needs to be handled in civil court. But
Right.
I also have to, from a criminal law, understand that right now the truck belongs to them.
Well, in the lease agreement, okay, we have a lease agreement that I have not broken, okay, because they haven't given me a letter. Look, you broke this agreement because of this and this and that. They just want to force me out. Okay.
Let me look at the lease agreement real quick.
Thank you.
Okay. And then we'll go through there.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
How'd you get 20 grand in the hole?
Because of the coronavirus, okay, I was put on quarantine by the University of Utah hospital. Okay, I sent them the letter. Okay, and I got an upper respiratory infection, which put me on the most dangerous to get this coronavirus. Okay, so I stayed home. I sent them the information. Okay.
So you had a legitimate letter?
Yeah, and I have it with me too. I can show you. But I send it to them. Not only that, in Salt Lake there was an earthquake. Okay, during this earthquake, I was in the ground zero of the earthquake. Okay, and I was in my basement. I ran out and I got hurt. My foot broke. I lost the skin under my toe. Okay, so then I sent them that. I told them, look, this is I was gonna leave, and that happened. Okay, and then I got the upper respiratory infection. Once I healed from that, okay, so when I got the upper respiratory, I gave them that also. So, you know, everything was fine. There was no issues. The issue became when I told them I'm not doing a $4,100 load. Yeah, to Virginia.
Okay, just one.
And mind this is not supposedly a forced dispatch company. Okay, so.
Okay, I was just wondering, man, because we just want to see where that discrepancy is.
No, yeah, and you know what? I appreciate you guys. I know you guys are awesome.
We don't want to force you out.
But-
This is your truck. We're just trying to make sure. We're just trying to make sure that we're covering all our bases before we do anything.
Yeah, they just want to. This is the thing. I know this is a scam. I used to work for a really good guy, Tim Rideout, Cottonwood Motors in Utah. He told me, Hector, don't do that. That's a freaking scam. You will never, never, ever take your truck. And I said, Tim, I really want something better for me and my family. So I left him. He's still my friend. He still told me, look, if you need anything, just call me right away. But this is a scam. And he told me year after year, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, a million days ago, every day, every time I talk to him, Hector, that's a fucking scam. You will not walk out of Accelerated with that truck, no matter what you do. I shut my mouth. They give me load here. I go. I don't make money. They go there. Hector, do this, do that, do that, da 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 da. Hector doesn't complain. Hector doesn't say no. 4 times in 4 years, I said no to a load. And you know where it landed me? It landed me on that gentleman's office, the owner. Well, that gentleman, the owner.
Did they tell you that you're breaking your contract because you didn't take that load? Is that what they're saying, you broke your contract over?
No, they just want to force me out of the truck. And they want to take that as an excuse. Look, you haven't worked. Hey, the coronavirus. Listen, the gym hasn't opened for fucking, you know, and they got a relief program from the government, the federal government, and all of those things. They send me also the application to get the other money for the 1099s workers and all of those, so we can all get back to track.
So what was the conversation in the office this morning? Like, what did they say? Did they say you broke your contract? Did they say you're no longer?
No. No, they just said, look, we don't want nothing with you. You don't want to work. You don't work. You haven't worked for 30 days. And I said, look, yeah, this is, and you know that, and you know all these things. And they want to bring up, oh, what happened, 4 years ago, and you did that. And I said, look, 4 years, I can pull up a lot of things that went between me and my wife in 1 week. Only imagine 4 years. I mean, you can pull up whatever you want, you know. But, I'm in my house. I said, look, $4,100 to go to Virginia. That is an absolutely ridiculous amount. And the dispatcher, Mike, his response was, oh, the fuel is cheap. Oh, why don't you want to work? Oh, so they want to take all this money. Okay, leave the truck with just enough, just like 4 years from now, just enough money to make the payments. Once there's no payment, then you're on the hole. You see? So if they have an issue and they want to go back on their contract, then I believe they should go through the courts.
Well, like you said earlier,
yeah.
I mean, it is a civil.
That's all.
A civil issue.
That's all.
Today we're just trying to determine ownership of the car, and then everything else after that is civil.
Yeah.
Like you were saying earlier. So right now the sergeant looking at the contract right now, see what he can draw up. So we'll get right back with you. I mean,
Yeah.
what's your plan after this? I mean, like.
I need to get a load for the truck, and they said they're not going to do it. So when they don't have loads, we get them on our own. So
if you decide to leave Accelerated Services, what's your plan? Like after that 4 years was up, like you were saying, like what was your plan after that? Just like have the truck and then go.
Yeah, of course. So my company is a JFK Transportation. Okay. So then you have to. They don't let you register the truck. Okay. So you have to run on their authority. So this is their authority. Okay.
So they don't let you re-register the truck under your authority.
You have to run under their authority. They don't let you put your own authority. I could have done that.
You're making money through JFK?
Yeah. So you can put your own plates. You can get your own permits. I can get this truck registered right now if they say, look, don't use my authority. Okay, fine. I'll get it registered. And I can get it registered and out.
Well, that would have been a little bit more beneficial in this scenario because then you would have been on the registry.
But that's a civil matter because they have to go through their contract. They are obligated to go through their contract. And their contract is that I'm going to run their authority And if they don't have loads, then I can get loads on my own for 5 years. So that means I have to drive for 5 years. You see? So I have to drive for 5 years. I kept the truck, okay? And then they get their authority back in 5 years. You see? So as of right now, they lease the authority with me.
Okay.
So
Let me see what the Sarge says, okay?
Okay, Hector. So I'm looking at the lease agreement, right, for your truck.
okay,
So one of the things it talks about here is that you have to carry insurance,
okay,
right? So
Okay.
that makes sense why you carried insurance, liability insurance, $500,000,
correct.
right? That's
In the
required
lease-
to buy the agreement.
In the lease agreement of ownership, right?
Yeah. Well, in the lease agreement, there's nothing about ownership in here.
Okay.
This is a lease agreement.
That's a lease agreement, which makes this your property. When you lease a car, it's your property, right?
Yeah, but if
Okay.
you start making payments on it, they're gonna take it back.
Well, I just showed you that other.
So how did that? So you were $19,000 in the hole.
Well, that's already taken care of. I already took care of it.
Okay, how
To-
did you take care of that?
We came into an agreement. They and I,
Yeah.
we agreed on that.
That
We
you were gonna
on
be
paper.
$19,000
So yeah, that's a contract. So that's a contract. That's a contract between
how
me.
did you-
If it's a verbal or written, is a contract.
Okay.
So
How did you get from negative 19,000 to positive 20,000?
because they dispatched this load,
Okay.
this truck, okay, and the way that they dispatch it is it just makes enough money to pay for the truck, the truck payment, the insurance, da 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 da. I've been negative all the time, all the time. They send me to the East Coast. There's no work. You get this, you get that. I get the bullshit loads. Meanwhile, that Terry guy, he has like 20 trucks here. Tom has his own trucks. Meanwhile, they do the good loads and they give the other guys the bullshit. I never said no.
Okay.
I know four times, sir. Look, honestly, 4 times I've said no to a load.
Okay.
And it landed me, you know where? In the office. This is not supposed to be forced dispatch like the contract says. Okay?
Okay. So here's the other thing I'm looking at. So this contract is still valid. You're still making payments on this.
Of course. Of course. We just came into an agreement. I just showed it to you.
So let me read this to you because this is important. The parties agreed that carrier shall have exclusive possession, control, and use of the equipment for the term of this agreement,
Okay?
which means they basically do whatever they want with the truck.
They control where the truck goes.
Well, exclusive possession, which means it belongs to them.
But I'm paying for the truck.
Right. For the terms of this
Okay,
agreement.
so that's a civil matter. That's not a criminal.
I agree with you.
That's a civil matter.
But-
They have to say that I didn't go through the contract and not a police officer in the middle of the road.
Well,
With my attorneys present, and they can fight it out and duke it out as what that contract mean for the court, not for one individual. Because that contract can be interpreted their way and my way. You see? So this is a civil matter. It's not a criminal.
Here's what-
Okay?
Well, hold on. You're right to an extent.
Okay.
You are right. This is a civil order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It's a civil matter.
So take this away, right? I'm not even looking at this. Right?
Okay.
So we're not looking at this. We're looking at who owns the truck.
I do. There's a contract right there.
No. Take the contract away. Because that's a civil issue.
Wait. That's a contract. And you just know you are aware
Here's what I'm
that
gonna
me
tell you.
okay, you are aware that me and him came into a contract together, that in that contract says that if there's a problem or an issue, it's going to be where mitigated, right? Did you see where? In the court. In which court? In which court? It says clearly. Let me get the page. Let me show you the page.
Hold on.
It says clearly it would be mitigated in the court of Parker, Colorado, not in the street of Parker, Colorado. So that contract stands because it's a contract between me and him. Okay? That needs to be mitigated in the court.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm telling you. That you're right. I absolutely 100% agree with you. right? But you just said that's a civil contract, so I'm taking, I'm not, so without looking at the contract.
You know, I'm an owner of this vehicle.
Hold on.
According to the contract,
No,
I am.
Hector, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Take the contract away. Okay? If there is no contract, if you don't show me the contract, now I'm looking at the criminal portion of this to say who owns the truck.
Yeah.
And the truth is, the registration, the DOT, and the markings on the truck are their company.
Okay, I can change that right now.
Which means they own the truck.
No, I can change that right now.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. It would be in your best interest to grab all your stuff. Okay?
Why would it be on my best interest to leave my property?
Because as it stands right now, it's not your property.
According to the contract,
Just hear me out.
wait. You are going to be part of their criminal ripping a contract without any litigation like that contract says.
I'm not looking at
Yes,
the contract.
well, you have to because you already saw it. You see?
but
So,
that's what I'm saying.
and in that contract says that if me and him have any disagreement, it'll be litigated
Yes.
in the
And I
court
think you guys need
of
to litigate it in
of
court. Yes, go litigate it in
Parker,
court.
Colorado.
I agree.
Okay?
You need to go litigate
That's it.
in court.
So,
As it stands right now,
and if they don't have loads, for me to do, I get to do them on my own. Okay? So they have no load for me. According to that contract, I have to keep his authority. According to that contract, for 5 years, I have not breaking that contract.
if you're behind on payments, you did.
I just showed you an agreement between Accelerated Services.
Here's the end of the story. Here's
Okay.
how this is going to go.
You're gonna go, and this is the end of the story.
This is what the end of the story is going to be.
Okay?
Okay. As it stands right now, legally they own the truck.
This is
No, stop.
that's
Nope,
the
stop.
contract, and you
Stop.
saw it. Okay?
Stop. I'm just telling you.
Okay?
Okay. Legally, they own the truck. So it would be in your best interest to grab your stuff
And leave my property?
right and go mitigate this
Wait.
in civil
Go
court.
Wait,
another police officer to see, maybe
wait.
they don't know the law.
This is
From here.
wait.
That's it.
Do
I'm-
you know
we're
the
looking for
Fourth
contract in
Amendment?
house.
The Fourth Amendment keep me
So hurry
safe
up, because
in
over
my
here we have the
property.
police officer
On my property.
that they want to take away the truck.
Quédate allá atrás, naked.
Can you do anything?
Okay.
Right? What I'm telling you is that as it stands right now, they own the truck.
Hey,
Okay.
as
Whatever
you saw
registration
the
is on it,
you.
stop.
Well, I can get that registered. You want me to get that registered in a minute?
I want you to stop.
Okay.
You won't be able to get it registered because you have no proof of ownership. Okay?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
So right now, the license plates, the logos, the DOT number belongs to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
They can take that off
So
right
this is
now.
your truck.
Look, in the agreement,
I want you
in
to-
the
Hector, I
agreement,
want you to stop.
in the agreement.
Just stop.
No, ya no
Listen
hables
to what
con
I'm
ellos,
telling
no.
you. That's all I want
Don't
you to
talk
do.
to them
Okay.
anymore.
Okay?
So the agreement, you don't want to go. You don't want to
You're not
follow the
listening.
agreement.
No,
You're not
another
listening.
police
You don't want to follow the agreement, right?
You are not listening to what I'm
They're
trying to
supposed to keep me working for 5 years. I'm supposed to work for them for 5 years until that break that contract. They are breaking that contract.
do. Okay. Just stop. Okay? As it stands, based on registration, DOT number, and the markings, I don't even care about the markings. I care about the DOT. Not even the DOT because you can operate 30 days under a different DOT. I care about the license plate.
Okay, and under
That's the registration.
okay,
The truck belongs to them.
The contract.
and under the emergency status, okay, everything on motor vehicle, everything is suspended, and it has an extension. Okay, during this emergency, it has an extension, so
Okay, stop. You're coming up with stuff that are
that you don't know.
No, I know about those. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I know about the license plates. But
So why
had
can you?
Stop talking. You've had the truck for 4 years.
Okay,
You could have registered it at any point during those 4 years in your
negative.
life. Okay.
Doing that because of the contract, they don't. You have to run on their authority for 5 years,
Fine.
and I can continue doing that, making the payment
So
in
I'm
the
just telling you,
agreement.
right,
Okay.
that right now the truck is registered to them. By legal standards, that means they own it. Okay. What
I
I'm
own the
telling
truck by the
I'm
legal
telling you-
standard on that contract.
you- Will you stop talking?
Okay.
Just stop talking.
Déjalo que él hable. Déjalo que él hable. Let
It
him
would
talk.
be in your
Let him
best
talk.
interest. grab your stuff, and get out of the truck.
Get out. Leave my property.
Stop.
Leave my property. You're gonna violate my Fourth Amendment.
I'm not violating anything.
This is my property.
Okay, I get that.
So if they don't want,
I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm telling you what's in your best interest. Okay, it would be in your best interest to grab everything you own out of the truck and exit the vehicle. Okay.
okay, I'm not gonna do
Choose
that.
to remain in the vehicle.
Okay.
Or you choose to drive off. You are facing jail time.
Okay.
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 So I just want you to know that.
Okay.
I want to make sure we're clear.
Yeah.
Just stay back there.
If they report the vehicle stolen, you get pulled over. Well, actually, if you take off with it and they say, hey, the vehicle is stolen, we're going to pull you over and take you to jail.
Okay,
If they want to report it stolen.
that's fine. But this is my property.
Okay, you understand that. I just want you to be aware of what you're. What
This
the
is
vehicle
my
is.
property. If they don't want my property,
No. So I'm gonna give you the chance to do the right thing. Okay. I agree with you. You guys need to mitigate the contract in civil court.
in civil court,
Right. I agree with you.
not in the middle of the street.
But aside from that, they own the truck. Okay.
I own the truck according to the contract.
In addition to the contract that you guys signed,
What's your name?
there's also a criminal matter, Officer Yowell.
1408.
There's also a criminal matter that if they report the vehicle stolen, what shows up is that they own the vehicle. And then, like the sergeant said, you will go to jail.
So I just want you to be aware. We're not gonna make you do anything
But he already saw the contract, so they know I'm the owner.
aside from the contract.
Okay.
I saw the contract. That's fine, and I agree with you. I think you guys need to mitigate the contract in civil court. Okay. But the contract aside, right now they own the truck.
Okay, so then I'll stay here living in it.
Well, I'll be honest with you, in an hour, if they report that you're trespassing. then-
Oh, okay. I see. So now I'm trespassing in my own property.
No, you're trespassing in their property.
So you didn't read the contract.
Okay, I've explained to you. Okay, I feel like I've explained to ends of what we can do. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
He's
Like I
giving me
said,
2 hours
I think it would be in your best interest to grab all your stuff
and leave
and
my
leave
property.
and hang
And they can rip
mitigate
me
the-
off.
and mitigate the
And they
contract
can
in
rip me off. And you
but-
going to participate in their rip off without giving me the
basically-
opportunity to go to court.
I think you need to go to court.
Okay,
yes,
so if I have a
to do
vehicle,
your contract.
if I have a vehicle, okay, and the tow truck comes and says, I'm repossessing this vehicle, they show you that they are up to date with their payment because there's an agreement in there. Would you let them tow that truck away and their property? Of course not.
Different situation.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
We'll talk
This
to
is
them,
a
let them
lease.
know. I'm
Well,
gonna talk to them, let them know
Ye-
what options I gave you.
okay,
Okay, and then whenever they decide to call us back, if you choose not to exit the vehicle,
okay,
then we'll talk about it then.
okay.
No,
Tell them to take a photocopy as well.
no, ese no.
In addition to litigating this in court, there's the criminal matter. It's not
Usted no entiende.
Yeah, and you're right, officer. You're right. You're absolutely right. I believe you on that, and I thank you for letting me know that. Okay.
regarding what?
What they're reporting the truck stolen. I appreciate you letting me know that. Okay. And I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I know you're not an asshole, so I appreciate it.
Try not to be.
Thank you. I kind of got it right away once you said it. You know, you just try to let me know these things.
We want to just try to avoid that.
No, and I understand.
So-
But you see, I have to do this. This is my property. This has to be recorded that I don't want to leave my property.
Yeah.
I completed with my contract. They're breaking their contract. Okay. This is part of what I have to
So,
do for
yeah.
myself.
So let me talk for just a second. I'd really
Sure.
appreciate it to not get interrupted, okay?
No, thank you.
Because it makes me lose my thoughts. There's the contract portion. There's the criminal portion.
Mm-hmm,
okay? take the contract out of it, okay?
Right.
This gets, say it was to get reported stolen. What comes up
Mm-hmm.
is that they own the vehicle.
Right.
So we go off of that information.
Right. And then you stop me in the road.
I stop you in the road. There's a chance that you go to jail.
And-
Which we want to try to avoid. I'm sure that you probably want to try to avoid that, and your wife wants to try to avoid that.
Right.
That's what we're trying to do.
So let me ask you this. Let's just say, hypothetically, I rented a car, right? They made a mistake. They reported stolen. I show you the contract of that vehicle that I'm supposed to have, and that vehicle, that contract's still up to date. Would you take that person to jail?
What's the mistake they made?
Well, they reported the car stolen, and they have a contract that says this car is not stolen. They're authorized to use this car. Would you take that person to jail?
Understand that
No.
contracts change.
Okay.
Stuff changes. So say you have.
Well, I have to
it's the same
agree,
thing-
but I have to agree, right?
It's the same thing with insurance. Say you sign up for insurance, next day they send you a sheet of paper, but then you cancel it. You've still got that
Right.
sheet of paper.
But I still have a grace period. I still can go home. I still can get money. They give me the opportunity to not be stranded in a state that you don't live in, to be stranded out of your home in the weather, in the conditions, right? But they're using you guys, right, to do that, to do their manhandling. You see, they don't want you guys to go through the contract, right? They want you guys to go through the criminals area, and that's what I'm saying. If that person that rented a car, which is my situation with him, okay, show you proof, hey, he just got a contract, he's got authority. It says here that he's got a contract with you. You're not gonna take him to jail. You're gonna say, hey, you guys need to resolve this. Okay, this car is not stolen, because he has the paperwork with the authority to have this vehicle. And if that person is in another state, okay, then you also going to use what's called, what is that? Not litigation, judgment, good judgment. You're going to say, hey, he produced the paperwork, right? This truck is not stolen. You guys have an issue that don't understand each other. In that contract that he provided, or that I saw, says that if there's an issue, you guys are going to resolve it in the court of Parker, Colorado, not on the street, according to the contract you gave that guy. You see, that's all I'm saying. To be fair, okay, because I'm following the contract, okay? I'm working every day. Everybody that knows me, you know how many times I went home last year? 4 times. 4 times in 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm doing everything for this truck. I'm doing everything for that contract. And that is very, very, very wrong what they're doing. And they're using you guys. Okay, I'm not saying personally you, because, out of all of the officers that I've came in, you guys are beyond.
I think we've been pretty fair with
Dude,
you.
I say beyond fair.
Yeah.
Okay, and especially this guy right here, because I can tell his face.
He's a fair guy.
If it was up to him, he knows what to do. In this case, he knows, and that guy standing over there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you see, when I gave you that when you look at that guy over there, that guy represents Hertz or Enterprise. Okay. They made a mistake. That contracts represent my property and the agreement I have with him. So this is really unnecessary to pull somebody out of their property. It's unnecessary. They gave me the authority to look for loads and to use this authority under that contract for 5 years until I pay this truck.
Right. Yeah, I heard you explain that.
You see? So I have 5 years to use this authority, that license plate, that number.
Unless they say otherwise.
Unless they rip the contract up and they got to pay me back what I put into this truck, which is $300,000. You see? And that, you guys cannot make them give me $300,000, right? So
You're correct.
So you're going to, yeah.
However, like we said, that's the civil.
That's Terrying him right there.
That's the civil side of things. It's
Every time I talk to him, cursing.
Imagine leasing a vehicle through a normal dealership,
Yeah,
a Honda Accord,
right.
right? They can come and repo that car whenever they want.
But if they show you the documents and they say, show me the payments, show me the documents that you own this vehicle, it's right there. I show you the lease agreement because we're talking about lease. He's enterprise, I'm the renter, right?
well, leasing is very different than renting.
Okay, okay,
aspects.
in very much the similar because you get to own it once you pay it. Okay, so that guy right there is enterprise, and they're just trying to use. Yeah, well, yeah, I have to pay that balloon exactly, but that's 5 years of work, 4 years to pay the truck, 5 years to keep it with that balloon payment because on that contract says if you don't have the $60,000, you pay one more. You stay one more year working with us and you keep the truck. Okay, and it's all in that contract. You see, what I'm saying is I'm not gonna be an asshole. Okay? I'm not gonna be a problem for you guys. Okay. I know what he's trying to do because hey, this is Parker, this is a Parker company, you know, you guys gotta have a bias. I'm from Utah. But you see, you're gonna pull out a truck driver from Utah, from his property, okay, and leave him stranded in the elements, okay, with his wife. Out. That's just pure gangster shit that they're pulling. Sorry about the shit. That's the only curse word I say. See that guy? Very nasty guy. That guy I don't talk to. I stopped talking to that guy since November because of that. Every time that guy calls, this little guy right there is cursing at people. He had an issue the other day. The guy almost knocked him out because they're always cursing at him. Okay? That's why I don't talk to that guy. Okay? So they're just trying to rip me off from 4 years of work in August. Okay? $300,000 put on this truck. Tell them to give me the $300,000. So you can't do that. But it's easy to obligate a guy, a truck driver, to get out of their vehicle and give them $300,000. You see? So according to that paper, okay, I am leased to Accelerated Services, okay, for 5 years. 5 years. He has to honor that. And if he doesn't give me loads, I'll get them on my own. I have to pay him whatever the contract is. Okay? So this authority, to run this authority is under that contract. To run that plate is under that contract. Okay? So it's very, very unfair what they're doing and how they're doing it. And they want to use you guys for that.
Hector, I'm going to stop you for a second.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to stop talking to you because you're not understanding what we're
No.
saying.
I understand you clearly what you're saying. You're saying that this vehicle is registered to them.
Correct.
That's all you're saying. But you're not going to honor the contract. You're just going to look at it as a criminal matter because they want to register the truck stolen when which is not because it's under the contract.
Okay. Well, don't put words in my mouth.
No, go ahead. Está en un Manila, tiene que estar donde están toda la bolsa esa, en el garaje. En el garaje hay una bolsa negra. En el garaje no, en el shed. Yeah. There's a black bag. Black plastic bag. And there's a Manila, there's not a Manila, y ya ellos vieron el contrato.
¿O ya vieron el contrato?
Ujú.
¿Y entonces cuál es el problema?
Que está registrado el nombre de ellos. So please share this video, guys. I'm sorry, I haven't been able to I haven't been able to look at your comments. And you laugh because you're taking away 4 years of my work and $300,000 from me, right? I know this is you. I know this is only you, not Tom. I know it's you. Yeah, I know this is you. Okay?
Hey, Hector.
And that's okay.
Stop talking to that man.
You found it? Okay. Listen, there's another duffel bag, black duffel bag in the shed. Check in there to see if there's a manila. There's a, Jasmine, one of those papers, one of those white papers that are loose with the, there, it has, I think there, yeah. It says lease agreement. No, on that other one, you see the what, the red crayon right there. That paper, yeah, grab that stock. Grab that stock of papers. Yeah, right there, there's a paper, there's a letter where it says lease agreement. O dile a Fabián que lo busque. Toma, mamá. He's the owner. This is the owner right here. And that piece of shit right there, that piece of shit, that's the piece of shit right there. That's the guy, that's the schemer. Take a look. Please share this video. I know we have thousands of viewers. Please share this video. That's the schemer right there. He's the one right there. Okay? No issues. I have all the documents. So the police officer just told him that if I drive off, they're gonna arrest me. So he's encouraging to press criminal charges. So they're making the plan. We're gonna leave. We are going to leave. They just advised him to report the truck stolen. Even though the truck is not in, even though the agreement is to use the authority and to use the company. Yeah, they're just ripping me off
No,
out of the
just
truck.
look like that, and that's it. You're not looking for paper.
Yeah. So Accelerated Services is ripping me off.
¿Qué dice ahí? ¿Ahí dice contrato arriba? Entonces no es.
No, no, es que dice lease agreement.
Dice lease agreement. Chequea que diga lease agreement.
Y Fabián no está ahí.
No, eso no dice nada, Jasmine. Eso no es un papel importante.
Yeah, Manny. Court time. It's unfortunate because I've done everything that they have asked. This truck has gone everywhere they have asked. 4 times I declined a load, and 4 times I ended up in the hot seat. So I declined a load from Virginia. Now, mind this, that this company is taking advantage of the stimulus to do this. Okay, they want to do this so they can keep all the money. They don't want to help nobody out that was out. Okay, that was out because of the coronavirus, and I was put in quarantine by the hospital as a high risk. Okay, and I let them know. So this is what they want to do. They want to rip people off out of their trucks. They want to take advantage of the federal government stimulus package to do this. Okay, just to do this. So yeah, that guy right there, that's the schemer right there. That fucking little shit right there. That guy right there. That's the schemer. The one in the middle. Yeah. Just please share this video. Not Tom is okay. Tom is okay, but that guy, he's the one that's orchestrating all this right here. So there's absolutely no problems with our contract. There's absolutely no problem. I'd refuse one load under the contract. This is not a forced dispatch, but because I refused a $4,100 load from Salt Lake to Virginia, and that was put by that little shit right there. Yep, that one. Exactly. Yep, the one with the shorts. No, not the black shorts. The other one. Yeah. That piece of shit. Yeah. So he's the one that's really orchestrating all of this. Because I've worked, I put my time, I've done all of my work. Okay? Every time they send me, I spend 4 months straight in the East Coast. And they didn't bring me home. No. November, yeah, that was another 3 months in the East Coast. So, yeah, and I just refused one load, and they said, you're out of the truck. And this is a company that's taking advantage of the stimulus package. As soon as they receive that money, now they're getting all of their drivers off of their trucks, take them out of the trucks, selling the trucks. I don't know what they're doing, but that's probably what they're doing because this truck is already paid for. 4 years of work. 4 years of work. So let's see what they're going to come up with. So let's see. Let's see what they tell me to do. Let's see. Sir?
Hold on.
Ju- ¿Qué más? ¿Viste?
No, tiene que ser.
Yeah, we gotta go.
¿Qué dijeron?
Just get the most important things. Just get my. My book bag. Here. Toma. Ponme esto en el book bag. Tengo unas cosas ahí grandes. Ponme esto en el book bag.
Graba todo lo que deja encima, deja aquí la cosa que no tiene que venir a chequear.
Pon todos los cables en el book bag. Because we're gonna need them. So this is how they're gonna do this. They're gonna rip me out of my truck, out of my property, with the contract. Toma, saca toda esa ropa de esa caja. I'm not gonna take clothes. I'm not gonna take clothes. You don't have to disconnect anything. I'm leaving. Okay? If the police ask me to leave, I'm leaving.
Hold on, Mr. Gonzalez. I'll be right with you.
I don't want you touching my property. Okay, they're getting ready to do something, so yeah. Le está diciendo que to trespass me off the property. If he trespasses me off the property, then echa eso para allá. No, saca la ropa de la maleta.
¿Saco todo y la dejo aquí en la cama?
Ya, deja las cosas en la cama. Que tengo que llevar cosas más importantes como el CV y $3 pants. Los espejuelos los pusiste en el bulto.
¿Qué espejuelo? Tú me dijiste una cosa.
Sí,
que la
esas dos cosas
Sí,
las
ahí la
metiste en el
meto.
bulto. Necesito llevarme el CV. Mis herramientas. So after taking the stimulus package, these guys, this is what they're doing, because I was 30 days off without working because I got sick. And I got put in quarantine. So that's his friend, the cop. That little shit. I want you guys to share, everybody, please share this video so they can see how they are treating the truck drivers. The owner of this company, Accelerated Services, okay, this is my truck. And the owner of the company, which has called the cops. He wants to get me out. out of the truck. Okay. Leave me stranded in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. Actually, Parker, Colorado. Leave me stranded and take me off the truck. Me and my wife. And they called the Goonies, the police. So I think that's his friend. But I already talked to him.
All right, Hector.
All right.
So, just to make sure I had my ends covered, I spoke to the district attorney's office.
I'm sure you did.
So, they're basically under the same impression I am, that at this point you're committing a second-degree trespass.
Okay.
Okay. So, again, I'm not gonna yank you out of the truck. Okay. I will politely ask you
To
and
leave.
tell you that it's in your best interest to leave.
To leave. Okay.
Again,
And I said, what you tell me, and I knew
so
by the way you're looking at me, I know that you're doing everything.
what I'm trying to do,
Yeah.
right, is do this as civilly as possible.
Okay.
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 So the district attorney that I talked to basically said,
What was his name?
Doug Batchel.
Doug
Batchel.
Batchel.
Yeah, he's the
Just
intake
write it
district
down.
attorney for the Douglas
Okay.
County courts,
Okay.
right? What I told him is I was trying to get this done as civilly as possible, right?
I appreciate
Out of respect for you, out of respect for your wife, right? And out of respect for your profession. Because I think right now, more than ever, you guys are probably the heroes, right? Truckers,
it. I think you guys are.
right? But you guys keep this country running. So I want to your respect, right? To respect to your wife, I wanted to
Yeah.
I want to do this as civilly as possible. Okay.
Okay.
So it sounds like these guys are willing to work with you.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are they willing to work with?
You're gonna have to talk to them.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get involved in that
Okay.
because that's beyond what I was called out here for.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm cool.
So however you guys can talk.
Okay.
You guys can figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. Again, I'm not.
You're not gonna throw me in the floor if I get out and talk to him.
God no.
You're gonna let me back in my truck so I can take pictures and everything if I
Hector.
decide to leave.
Have I not been
You-
good with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Amazing. Okay.
Okay. I
Amazing.
will.
Especially that guy.
Okay. That's my part. I'm not gonna yank.
Okay.
You. I'm not gonna put you in handcuffs.
I just
Before you
need
get
to
out.
come out.
Okay,
I
before
just
you
need
get out, I
to
wanna
come
ask
back
you.
and okay.
Are there any weapons in the truck?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Do you have a weapon on you?
Nah.
Okay. Then you're good.
I just need to make sure that
Yeah.
I leave my truck and I leave everything in here.
Okay.
If that's
They would-
what they willing to work.
Yeah, and they said they would hold the truck, right?
Okay.
I will. You can go talk to these guys. Sorry, knife right pocket. Okay. You have a knife with you?
No,
Oh. Okay.
I do have one. Though, but it's
Okay.
in the truck.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. So I think at this point I've explained the options to you. Right?
Okay.
Your options are either you stay in the truck, like I've mentioned. I spoke to the district attorney's office.
Okay.
They're in agreement that you're at this point committing a second-degree trespass.
Okay.
Okay. And should we need to pull you out of the truck, right? We would be okay doing that.
Okay.
My goal here, as these gentlemen will tell you
Okay.
as well, I've been trying to be civil with all of you guys
Okay.
to reach a resolution of this, right? Without us having to get involved out of respect for everybody here.
I said,
right?
give me a load to Salt Lake. I bring
So-
the truck back empty. And look,
Okay. And I'm not. hold on
I
just
am
a
the
second.
most stand-up guy you will ever meet in your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not saying you're not. Okay.
And that's what I told Tom in the office. I said, hey, let me take the truck back. Let me get all my stuff. I have tools. I have everything. Give me a load back.
So
I'll bring the
here's-
truck completely empty.
So
Okay, but they're breaking the contract.
what you guys work out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave an officer here, just to make sure this doesn't.
And you
go
don't have
sideways.
to in my part.
No. I'm gonna
Never.
leave an officer here out of precaution.
No, never. In my part, you don't
So-
need it.
but
We don't need
here's-
it.
But here's the thing, okay?
I have the most respect for all of you guys. Even you, even though the way you treated me very wrongly, I still respect you. and I still give you a hug every time I see you, even though you disrespect me all the time, screaming and
don't give him hugs
and all that.
because social
No,
distancing.
and no, and am I lying? Am I
No,
lying?
we have no problem.
So Hector, here's
Hector, just listen.
I'm gonna leave you guys to this.
Yeah.
With an officer here. Okay.
That's fine.
So do you understand what the
I-
legal ramifications?
Absolutely,
Are?
I do understand.
So is it your plan to take your stuff?
I want to see what they decide and are going to go with what they say. But I am doing it under protest.
That's fine.
I am
You can do
doing it under protest. And absolutely, I don't want to leave my 4 years, Tom, and $300,000 for you guys to split it up. That's my concern.
And I'm not,
you know?
and you can do
So-
it under protest, okay? I just want to make sure that before I leave,
Yeah.
right?
No, there's
A,
no issues.
You understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You understand the options that have been given to you.
Okay.
Okay. Because obviously you have your wife in there.
Mhm.
Obviously you have your belongings in there. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
I don't want to do anything crazy. What I want to do is make sure that this gets resolved for today.
Uh-huh.
Right? What you guys work out in the future, you guys work out in the future. But for today,
Yeah.
I've explained to you what your options are and in your best interest and what the legal ramifications are if
That's
you choose
fine.
not to do that.
I just don't agree with this.
That's fine, and you don't have to. And I'm not asking you to agree with it, okay?
Well,
that's fine.
not your part. I'm saying
That's fine.
the whole situation.
And if you guys don't
But
wanna
I
talk
understand
today,
that.
And if you don't want to talk to them today, that's fine too.
I'm willing to talk all the time because I have 4 years invested in this truck. $300,000 already invested on the truck. I got 1 more year and a half or a couple of months to go to finish the contract. If these people tell me go to the East Coast and stay in the East Coast, I do that. I don't say no. I stay over there. I do everything where they tell me to go.
Okay. So are you guys okay talking to him and just resolving however? Okay.
So what I would like before you leave,
Yeah. And I'm gonna leave an officer here. So we're not all leaving.
sure. I'm going to explain a couple of things to him, and then I'd like the keys to the vehicle
Okay.
in our possession.
Okay.
Okay.
They're in it.
So the one thing, Hector, you're concerned about. Losing,
There goes my $300,000.
Okay, you're concerned about losing the payments you made, and I'm talking right
4
now,
years.
Okay? I let you talk to them. You have the option to go get the truck financed. So or pay it off. If you can afford to write a check, you can write a check. You can go to a bank and get new financing on the truck. There's about $170,000 and change.
Can you give me a load
No,
back home?
no, the truck's not leaving here. That's my final answer.
I bring it back completely empty.
No, that's my final answer.
Okay.
The truck's not leaving here.
Okay.
So we'll
Okay.
work with you. to
You
get
have
home.
possession of my vehicle. Oh, I left
You got
some
a second
keys in
key,
there.
though, 'cause the key was
Let
in the
me.
ignition.
Sorry.
You got a
The
second
key is in the ignition. I got more than one key. I'll give them all to you, Tom. Tim told you I'm very stand up. And I don't.
So Hector, we're beyond all of that at this point. You know, I'm not going to argue or talk about it.
I know you're a good guy, Tom.
I just, you know,
One
doing
load.
what I think's best for you and for us.
No, one load. One load. I refuse that one load on November.
There's nothing else touched.
No, can I just vent? I already gave you the truck. I already gave you the truck. I'm leaving. Let me just vent. That's all. I mean, you know this is wrong. Here, Tom. You know this is wrong. One load. I got a bunch of truck. I got my tools. I got everything. I have everything. My wife is in the truck also.
So that violates it.
I have I have the permit right there. But Tom, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm
How do you want us
okay
to
with
get you
this.
home?
Whatever you guys are willing and able to do
Well, you tell me. how
or
you
want to
do
do.
it, and we'll figure it out.
Well, I told you what I want to do. I want to go bring a load. Okay.
So we're past that. How do you
Okay.
want to get your belongings home? You and your belongings. How do you want to do that?
That's
my
that's a
question.
very difficult. That's a very difficult process
Or
because
we
I
can
got
ship. If you want
I
us to
got
go get boxes, we'll ship it to you.
I got a bunch of stuff in there. I got all my tools. I got everything. You know, I wasn't expecting this because I have done nothing. I refused one load, Tom. One load.
So my only question, I'm just trying to get final.
And if
resolution.
told
We
me,
need the other keys
and if
for the
Mike
bill
told me,
counts, too.
and if Mike told, oh yeah, sorry. There's a lock on that stairs. Yeah, it doesn't. You gotta cut it off. But, and I know.
So my question is, how do you want to get home with your belongings?
Well, I would need them shipped and flight home. That's all.
If that's the case, what we'll
Let me
do
just check. This is the right key. I'm not
I'd
sure.
say we pull the truck in the shop.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll put the truck in the shop. We'll get you boxes to box everything. At the same time, I want you to inventory everything. We'll go through the inventory, sign off on it, and then we'll get everything to you. And you can inspect it and sign off on it when it's delivered. Or I can see if Kathy can. Do you have a credit card you can rent a car on?
No.
I'll pay for the rental, but it'll have to be on your credit card since you're the driver.
Mm-hmm. Oh, to get, yeah, I can do that.
See what I'm saying? If you want to put everything into a rental,
Yeah.
you just have to.
Yeah, I think that would.
Credit card. I can run him over to Enterprise.
Yeah, when you rent it,
Yeah,
then that should be.
yeah, and I'll pay for it. It just has to be on have his card.
Yeah, they'll need a card.
File.
Yeah, to charge.
Well, I don't have. I mean, I have a card. I just don't have any money in it.
Yeah. No, well,
So, perfect.
I'll put money on it,
So,
but he'll have to be the one to rent the car.
Yeah. Is the card you have a bank card?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can just transfer money into it, so you can rent them.
yeah, just the deposit. Yeah.
You'll have to see if they'll let you do that. They charge a substantial deposit. All right, I'm gonna tell them.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Ed.
So, here it is. The end of a truck lease. This is how it ends. For those of you, and I knew this was a bad deal after a year. I knew this was a bad deal after a year. People after people told me, Hector, you're never gonna truck. They're gonna find a way to get you off of that truck so they can keep that truck after you pay for it. 3 years. 4 years. This is how you end up. With a lease purchase. No shame. I knew this was gonna happen 1 month before it finished. Go to the bank, give me 100. Pay me what's left over, or you finance it. Trespassed out of the property. Parker, Colorado. It's a scam. Don't fucking ever lease a truck. When you lease a truck, $300,000, they get to split it between them two. They get to split it. Yeah, sure, right there. They get to split it. They get to split the truck. Yes. Yeah, let's go. No, we can't go to court today. We have to file.
Pues vamos a file de una vez. Te dice que get away with everything.
No, we're not gonna let them. Está bien, pero ahora mismo,
Sí, vamos a ir.
ahora mismo, lamentablemente,
¿Por qué no?
we have zero choices porque they trespassed us. So right now we are committing a crime, so we need to get out. You understand?
Well, we need to
I know, we
anyway.
need to do whatever. But as far as...
Everything. ¿Vas a grabar cómo está aquí las
Sí,
cosas?
solamente they need to put it in the shop.
Do you need something? Agua?
No, just... Yeah, bring the water. Okay. So this is how you end up when you do a lease purchase. And I want Tim Rideout to share this video. Robert Rideout.
Your bank card, is that
Yes, it's the
from your
same.
bank account?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have Wilford running in to get you taken care of
Okay.
and back.
Okay.
Okay? Perfect.
Yeah, they have.
No, you're fine. I'll give you guys a run over to the.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a run over to the rental car place. But I want you so you guys can get your vehicle and get all your stuff out.
Okay, let's just take a look. The truck is gone. Okay, I'm listening though.
That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is we'll run over to Enterprise. It's just right over there, and I'll go in with you guys. And I'm gonna have Tom put money on your card, so that we can, and if they need a deposit, I'll just pay the deposit myself. So that way you guys have a vehicle to get back home.
Okay.
And then you can load all your stuff up. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go make sure that the money gets on your card real quick.
Okay.
¿Paraste de grabar?
No.
Para de grabar ya, pues.
No.
Why not?
So people can see. So people can see what happens to you when you lease a truck. Lease it, and then you think you're gonna own it 1 year before you own the vehicle. They'll look for whatever excuse. Even though we have this coronavirus deal going on, even though I gave them the letters and everything, so even though all that, they want to make sure that we don't take the vehicle, so they're gonna put it in there, in their shop. So the vehicle is put away. And that's the end of the lease. And Terry Ingram is his name. Terry Ingram gets to have his satisfaction of ripping another driver off $300,000, 4 years of work for that truck. That's how they have this place. Stealing the dreams away from the drivers. Stealing the drivers' dreams and their livelihoods. That's okay.
Tranquilízate. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry, come on. It's okay. ¿Tú sabías que esto iba a pasar? You knew that.
Yeah, I knew that.
You know que estamos ellos haciendo eso. Por eso mi amor.
Hey, man. I'll give you a kick. Thank you, guys.
Take it easy, okay?
You guys are awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, hope it works out for you, man.
Thanks, man.
Kick, huh? All right.
That's
Thanks,
it.
man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we wish you the best, okay?
I didn't want to end up in the floor, but thank you, sir. Hey, you got an awesome partner.
What's that?
Is that your partner?
Yeah, I'm training him.
Oh, you're training him?
Yeah, he's good to go. He's solid.
He'll learn. He'll learn to throw people on the ground later on. Huh? I don't know. Oh, well, they said they're gonna rent me a car.
Who?
So
¿They?
yeah.
Para que saque todas las cosas.
Mhm. And that's fine, you know. I'll take that. It beats being stranded here.
Deberíamos ir a la corte.
Well, yo sé, pero por eso yo tengo que hacer todo esto. Ahora hay un reporte que Héctor no se quería dejar salir. Héctor puso esto. Ellos hicieron un reporte. Él no quería dejar su camión. No es que ellos van a decir, yeah, we asked him and he left. No, I didn't leave. I don't want to leave my truck here. And that's something I had to do. And I had to do it this way, even though, we had to do it. You know? Even though the outcome was us leaving by foot with our book bag and our dreams shattered by accelerated services. So this is the company, okay? Vamos allí a ese camión. I want you guys to take a look at the company, okay? And if we walk over there, we're out of the property. Because we're still, according to the district attorney, as of right now, we are trespassing. We are committing a crime by being inside his property. So, but we're going to stand over here because I want you guys to take a clear look at the company. Okay, so this is the company. This is the company. Accelerated Services out of Parker, Colorado. Okay. You want to become a car hauler? Well, they'll sell you this beautiful dream. They'll sell you this beautiful dream. They'll finance the truck. You work your ass off for 4 years. And then they rip you off. Okay? This is because I didn't take a load for $4,100. I'm going to post a picture of that too. $4,100 from Salt Lake City to Virginia. $4,100. Okay? With 7 cars. Okay? 7 or 8 cars. Something like that. Going from Salt Lake to Grand Junction, Colorado. Picking up in Grand Junction. Delivering the cars I picked up in Salt Lake. Here in Denver. And then going to Nebraska. Pick up in Nebraska. Then deliver in Iowa. Then deliver in Virginia. That was the load that I turned down. My first load after the coronavirus. Now, this is a company, okay, Accelerated Services. It's taking advantage of the stimulus package, okay, to help out the drivers. And they really, literally are helping the drivers out of their trucks and their dreams. So, vamos allí. That's not their property. So, we're gonna get out of the property. So this way we're no longer on their property. Since they already informed me that I was committing a crime, I am no longer committing a crime. I'm in a public path. This is a public path that runs all the way around the country, the community. So, but we'll stay right here. We'll just stay right here. They're gonna now look for excuse, and this is why you violated the contract. And what he told me upstairs was, you haven't worked for the past 30 days. So I said, the past 30 days, I've been sick. So I got sick. I got an upper respiratory infection, which I went to the hospital, and they put me in quarantine. I was at high risk, so I stayed home. This is not passed yet, but I decided to leave. I decided to come to work. So I told them I'll leave on Monday. I left on Monday. They started calling me at 7 a.m. because I don't get up at 7 a.m. I'm a night driver. I drive at night. So, but anyways, oh, we can't get hold of you, blah, 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 blah. So they got into the owner's head, and so then the owner We need to par apart, blah, 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 blah. And we keep your truck, and I'll split it with Terry. I'll split the truck with Terry. They did give me a chance to come up with $100,000. Well, what they said that the truck is worth. So that's it. Another truck driver helped out of their truck by Accelerated Services. Thanks. Unbelievable. 4 years of work, $300,000. Terry gets to keep the truck and sell it. Because I can't come up with 100 and whatever. Maybe 150,000. One year left. One more year left to pay the truck off. Unbelievable. Thank you guys. Please share the video. Yes. Yes, I have put out so much. Never said no to a load. Yes, I did 4 times. One load was from Baltimore to Iowa for $2,700. Okay, I turned that one down. I had to. There's no way. Of 7 Land Rovers from Baltimore to Iowa with 4 stops. Indiana, Illinois, and Iowa. Yep. So that was the load I turned down. Then I turned down another one that was for $600 for 8 cars. $700. 8 cars going to Pittsburgh from Baltimore. That was the first one I let go. I said no to. And then this one, the 4100, and I can't remember the other one that I turned down. Maybe 3 in 4 years. So 3 times I've told them no. Everything else was their game, you know. They told Hector to go here, Hector went there. Every time Hector went to the East Coast, Hector didn't make money because they had. And you know what? I think Stacy's gonna be next. I think other drivers are gonna be next because this is a really good excuse. This is an awesome excuse. Hey, you didn't work for a month. Hey, I'm not gonna help you out, but let me ask for federal funding. Let me ask for the federal funding, but I'm not gonna help you out. Ellos aplicaron al PPP y aplicaron para el Emergency Disaster Fund Program. So, But I got sick. I got sick. I got really sick. So and they know about it. So I didn't work for this month. Of course, I stayed home because I was high risk. So but they got the money. But they got the money to let the drivers go, to make sure that they make the money. This is an awesome time for them to have an excuse. You haven't worked, there's no money, blah, 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 blah. Let me get this federal money, but I'm gonna fuck you, okay? I'm gonna get this federal money, but I'm gonna get you out of the truck because this is a perfect excuse. You haven't worked for 30 days. And now we give you a load and you refuse it. So here it is. Out with my book bag. You left out of your dreams. I'm gonna thank you guys. I'm gonna ask everybody that's watching this video, share it, watch everything, share the video, so people can see how disgusting you're gonna end up crying at the end of your lease purchase. This is a scam, okay? If you want to lease a truck from anybody, it's a scam. You're gonna end up, no matter how hard you work. Four times I went home last year. The year before that, maybe 5, 6, who knows? They can't say I didn't put out, I didn't work. They have a lot of bullshit loads. So here it is, guys. Park at Colorado, accelerated services. This is how you're gonna end up without your dreams, without your truck. So there you go, Tim. Share that one. We talked about this day. Tim Rideout, awesome guy. We talked about this day. Let your guys know they want to go out and lease a truck and do this. This is what's gonna happen to them. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you guys. Thank you for watching and sharing. And I'm gonna ask share. Go to all your groups. The Puerto Rican flag, el todito, para que vean como how they fucked the Latinos and I say the Latinos because nosotros somos lo que hacemos la mierda más barata, y entonces they keep the good loads. So please share everywhere you can find. Okay. And thank you. Yeah.